What a Dollfish Nation. I'm giddy right now, I really am. If you want to know why, this is why. Yeah, I got a dual disc. Here's the awesome part. Oh, there. It works. I completely botched that up. I was trying to do something impressive, but no. But yeah, the electronics still work. So yeah, and the life point counter is set to 0. So I've already lost. Oh well, that's pretty much sums it up. No, literally that is pretty much what happens in college. I always lose. Pretty much. So yeah, I got a new dual disc. Yeah, some of you will already be able to notice that there are stickers all around it. Yeah, it's a second-hand unit. Here's the thing, this is the pristine Academy dual disc I own. If you want to see my other one, here, I've got it right here on my bed. You're not ready for this, you really aren't. But yeah, I panel lined it and it looks awful, but I was 12 at the time, so I watched Tron a lot, okay? I was on a Tron kick and, well, I found out about the unique coloured dual discs at that time, so sue me. But yeah, I've got 2 Academy discs. Yeah. It's actually kind of cumbersome to do this. Actually, apparently cumbersome is not a word, and yet I've been using it for years. Strange. Well, I just say cumbersome because it's... well, it's kind of fitting for things that I see every now and then. Especially a dual disc, which is very cumbersome. Unlike a rider belt. Now, speaking of which, no, I have not obtained the O's driver yet. Still got the double driver, still got the decker driver, still need the O's driver. At the moment it's about £45 and I'm not willing to spend that. Yeah. But there. Just there. One problem you always get with a dual disc. There's only 3 buttons. 1, 2, 3. There's only 3 buttons when there's 4 dials. And here's the absolutely amazing part. The Unis dial, it does have the moulding for the numbers. So yeah. So if you've got a tournament legal Winged Dragon of Ra, sorry, you're not going to be able to do the combo Merrick did. You can't give it all your life points. Even if you do what I do, where you power up one of your monsters, then attack and negate it, so you can gain life. You're not going to be able to do it. I'm sorry, but due to the way a dual disc works, you can't do it. What am I talking about? Yes, you can. I'm sorry, I just wanted to be stupid. But yeah, I now have a nice dual disc. Yeah, it's fully functioning. Deck slot, graveyard slot, field card, monster and spell, monster and spell. Okay. And yes, these things actually can be very constrictive. I don't have the cloth on this one because, well, it's second hand. So, just take it off. Yes, my mum gave me this today, which is the absolutely hilarious part. Yeah, give me a moment. Duel discs were never easy to put on or take off. That's why I guess they're not allowed really in tournaments. If you can't put them on, they're not allowed. Unless you custom build one, which I'm working on. Yes, I am planning on building a custom duel disc. I just need top loaders, okay? So yeah, that's my second Academy disc. For my other Academy disc, I do actually have the cloth and the wrist piece. It's just on my shelf because, well, you know how hard those are to store. You know how hard those are. No! Hey! You cheeky little... Oh! I knew you were going to do something, you cheeky little...
Yes!
Oh, you!
Man.
Wrong finger, you bonk.
No, it's not.
Actually, it is. Dad? No, come here. It's 1, 2, 3, triangle. I'll get that man. I'll get him. As you would expect, my dad. He's always doing something. Give me a moment so I can sort out my duel discs. I have 3. Yes, one I've not shown you yet. But as far as I know, okay, I've got my 3 duel discs arranged. But first, let me just show you something. Yeah. Pretty little pendant.
Ruby, move. Ruby, move.
He's not playing along. Oh. So, yeah, I've got one of these. Well, another one. These are from the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Ultimate Magazine Collection. Or the Ultimate Game Guide, as they were. They were a bi-weekly magazine. Basically, you could get each issue every 2 weeks. There were even a few bonus issues and a few extras you could get. Some of the extras were medals, which I've got bunches of. I collected them. They were awesome. I loved them. They were brilliant. You could get the Battle Triangs, which actually in of themselves have a really good game mechanic. You stack them up and try and fling them. Sort of like WAPs and Tazos, but they were a little bit harder to work with. They interlocked a lot better. Similar to a whap, but triangles. More sturdy. You get multiple different ones of multiple different characters. Yeah, different colours. But some were select colours for select ones. So you can get clear ones, plain ones, sparkly ones. You get monsters and characters, so yeah, along with medals. Another item that you could get with the magazines were statues, which I will show you some up there on my shelf. No, that is as far as I can show you. But yeah, those up there, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I can tell you this, that they are Fling Wingman. From this side to here, I can tell you the names: Fling Wingman, Steam Gyroid, Cyber Dragon, and XYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon. Yes, I have 2 Slifer Reds and 2 Obelisk Blues. Even though the funny part is, Slifer's ability is much better than Obelisk's. Sure, sacrifice 2 monsters, he gains infinite attack. Problem: how do you calculate that as an attack? Because take this into account, it's not like Exodia in the first series where it was an instantaneous win just for summoning it. In Battle City, or Duelist Kingdom, Obelisk having infinite attack, that's just it. How would you calculate that? So that effect is impressive, yes. Usable? No. Sure, in the anime it worked because it was an instantaneous win. I'm sorry, in tournament play, it's not. Actually, in general gameplay, it's not. So, yeah. And the funny part is, Kaiba hated Ra the most. Because the amazingly funny part was, at one point he had all 3. He lost all 3 to Yugi. So yeah, and yes, he did actually have all 3 at one point. I watched the series, I checked. I have the film as well. Now, let me see here. This one is actually brand new. The Ultimate Magazine guides were out when I was 7. Either 7 or 8. When GX was actually popular at that time. It is still popular, but no one really talks about it now. Yeah, but this thing is actually still new. Yeah. It's still sealed. I can tell you that right now. It is... Yeah, that is sealed. That's not been open. So... yeah, someone must have actually gotten to the end of the series. And take this into account, I was an avid supporter of this magazine because, well, it was something I was interested in that I could actually get. Issue 24. That's as far as I could get. Issue 24 and 5. That's it. That's when it all stopped. That's when the magazines just were not coming out. They were being produced, they just weren't coming out. In our local area, there was only one newsagent that would actually stock them. Well, willingly. The other newsagents just did not bother. They were a old-timey one. They stocked model makers, as in ones where you sent away for parts and you'd build a model over a course of umpteen years. Yes, like those adverts you see for the Millennium Falcon, fighter jets, wooden boats, and Formula One race cars, where it says order now and you'll get such and such parts for such and such model. Problem. With those, they tell you how many issues there are, but there's also another problem. You're not guaranteed to actually get the parts, because not every issue has parts, and a few issues will say they have parts when they don't. But also take this into account, the scale of the model. Quite a lot of the parts are actually going to be rather large, so they would be in big boxes. So also take that into account. So it's technically a huge scam. Those who actually can make the model are like half than 1% of people who actually buy them. I, for one, was in the 7% of people who could not finish the series. Literally, right now, I've got the entire collection that I have down there. I am missing 3 issues, one of them being the bonus issue. We sent off for it twice. Never received it. It was supposed to come with a checklist of the statues and battle triangles, and it was also supposed to come with 2 statues that were not on the list. The statues were Sparkman, which is going to be the 3rd Slyther, and the 2nd statue was going to be Water Dragon, which would have been my first Ra statue. Unfortunately, I have yet to find the magazines ever again. You see the issues every now and then, but it's normally volume 1 and 2 up to volume 5, and a lot of people already have them, so yeah. So yeah, that's actually a really awesome contribution to my collection. So yeah. Now, to show you my dual discs. Yes, I have the Chaos disc. It is fully functioning as well, and yes, it does have the cloth and strap. So, yeah, it is very dusty, because that was £2. That was £2. That was 50. Yeah, when it came out, that one was 50 quid or so. Here's the absolutely hilarious part. The Academy disc, out of box, is 30 quid on eBay. Yeah, care to explain? Didn't think so. Now, let's see here. What can I talk about now? Oh yeah. This thing. There's a reason I had it out. Gamester. Yeah. I have an original Game Boy Color. Huh. That's where that went. My knockoff cartridge with Power Rangers on it. Yes, this cartridge actually has the Game Boy version of Power Rangers. And it has Batman. And 5 different versions of the same Mario game, which all start on different levels respectively. But yes, I have a Game Boy Color to add to my collection. Unfortunately, it does not have a battery cover. But what it does come with is all the weirder, because, well, I can't really use it. It comes with a Gamester Recharger Pack. The only problem is, how do I recharge it? Because, for one, there's no plug. The only plug it actually has is that, which plugs into the tiny little port on there and onto there for storage. But there's no cable to actually connect it. And there's a tiny, tiny little break here. That's nothing too serious. And I've also got what I think to be a link cable. Give me a moment. Oh, bollocks, where did I put that console? Give me a moment, guys, I need to try and find something. Okay, in fact, I'm gonna try it with this. If my suspicions are correct. Okay. It actually connects. Yeah. Okay, let me just... It's a link cable of some sort. No branding on it as far as I can tell. Okay. Huh. No, that's not the correct thing. This is my first experience of using a link cable. What the fuck? Seriously, what? Seriously, is... What? Is the firmware on these even compatible to that? Because I know select games require you to have 2 different versions to play select levels. Like with Pokemon, you need 2 games to get all the Pokemon. For Sapphire, Ruby, Leaf Green and Fire Red, you need both games to get select Pokemon like Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, along with getting the 2 remaining starters. But what kind of games could be compatible through this and this? I know they're an entire generation apart, but seriously, yeah. And then there's a remaining wire, which... Wait a minute, you know, I think I know what this is actually for. The GameCube. I think it's actually for the GameCube. Yeah. But, wow. You have to be sitting right next to the damn thing. Oh, one of the connectors is genuinely busted on that, so that's pretty much useless on there. Yeah. Right on the inside of that, you can sort of see one of the connectors is busted. Yeah, it's on the side. Yeah, you can sort of see it, it's busted, it's a little bit shiny. But, yeah, kind of strange, it really is. Nothing else in the other pocket except for it's a cover. It's kind of weird, but also kind of cool. It has side pockets, but there's nothing in them. I checked. Except for a strap of some sort. I don't know what it actually connects to. Yeah. It's in one pocket. In the other pocket, again, nothing. So, yeah, I have a Game Boy Color to add to my collection, and a not really usable link cable of some description. I've never actually had any use for a link cable because I've never actually had 2 different versions of game chips. Yes, at one point I did actually have Emerald and Sapphire. Problem was, my Emerald broke. It decided to cut. So, yeah, it decided to break on me. So yeah, couldn't really do much with that. I still have my Sapphire. I use it for transferring old Pokemon. Like male Gardevoir. Yes. That's the only way I do it. So yeah, that's my Game Boy Color and my Game Boy Advance SP. And my fake chip. I've got a few fake chips. I got a Japanese fake Tiny Toots. How does that work? So yeah. Also I've got Autobot Magnet. You know, I'm actually very tempted to just put this on the fridge. I am genuinely tempted to just open this and put it on the fridge. Do you know how dumb that would look on the fridge? That'd be absolutely hilarious, I really would. But it'd be very fitting because they are kind of cool. Bad jokes. Baka. I really have got to stop with the jokes. So yeah, that's my hauls. A medal and a new dual disc. One that I'll be removing the stickers from, except for the play stickers, because I kind of removed 3 on my one because they were broken, so I got rid of them. Yeah, I'm stupid. So yeah, I forgot to put that in there. Stupid. I'm really stupid. I'm gonna have to take that into Egos to see if they know anything about it. They might actually know if I can get a charger. But yeah. Or if I can get a battery door. See, I'm still on the hunt for a few consoles, so yeah. That at the moment is just stupidness. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I don't really know what to talk about right now. This is just a small update video. The next video I will be making is sort of a project video. I will be talking about my Gunpla. So, yeah. You know, I'm just going to talk about something quickly. This thing. I've not talked about this motherfucker for a while. Because he's also right up there. Yes, my second Cybertron Optimus Prime, which is going to become Galgamus Prime when I'm done with it. It is going to be Gal Gai Gal one way or another. Essentially, all of this is going to be black and red with a little bit of green. This front section here is going to be a nice palish blue, sort of similar to that colour on the card area. Roughly about that colour. Side windows, they need to be red, along with that needing to be gold to replicate the eyes of Galleon and the lion head. These are going to have to be orange to replicate the dividing and guttling driver. These little cannons on the sides, these will be painted gold, along with the knees, they will be gold to replicate the drills. So yeah, I mean, these pieces here are going to be painted black and red for the turbines. So yeah, overall this is going to be a fun custom. Which essentially I could start this anytime I want. It's just that I want to go a little bit further. I want to put an LED in this because, okay, those who don't know, I've not really spoken about it much, this guy doesn't have a matrix. Now, here's the thing. As we know, the matrix glows blue. Cybertron Matrix is gold, which is incorrect. The Matrix has always been gold and blue with a little bit of silver. Cybertron Matrix is silver frame gold gem, not quite correct. So what I'm planning on doing with this is resin casting a Matrix, which I might be able to do for that one. I just need to get the resin and silicon. make it clear. Then paint the gem green. Then put tiny little LED behind it so it glows a nice green. Sort of like to replicate the GS Rise from Gaigar, the G-Stone engine that powers all the mech. Yeah, I want to replicate that. And just to be a right arsehole, so I want to stick the middle finger to Hasbro. So, yeah. But seriously, yeah, this is going to be a fun little custom. So yeah, going to be working on that. That's pretty much all I can talk about at the moment, so yeah. After this, I might be doing my customs project video, so yeah, get used to that. That's going to be fun, if I can actually do it, so yeah. I guess I will leave it off here, so peace in the streets, guys. Actually, wait, no, actually I'll add that in my other video. I was going to talk about something anime related, but no, I'm actually going to do that in my next video. That'll be fun. So, yeah, peace in the streets.